Well, well, well. So our very own demon hunter once dabbled in the so-called darkest of arts himself.
Demon hunter? Imposter, more like. All his talk of demons has been nothing but double-faced falsity.
You hit the nail on the head. No matter the circumstance, I simply cannot abide a hypocrite.
How intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life. And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. But this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship. A quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary, be vigilant.
So good of you to drop by, my liege. As always, be welcome.
I sense something here. A great darkness, yes, but more than that, a great power.
Wolgraf eyes Jahrl nervously. If even the demon hunter is getting fidgety, he is getting downright scared.
Back to me. I'm gonna call it back. Now for the clock. 2 o'clock. 8. Finally. 7.
5. I'll open with 5 big ones. I'll call and raise you another 5.
For this side. I'm out.
Call.
Now for the turn now. Ace of hearts.
Yeah, check. Go on.
Line. I'll check. 6 of hearts.
Lady Luck loves me. All in. Bold. Drop on a cracker, I'm out.
Go. Let's see those cards.
Check these cookies out.
You beat me.
Nice hand of cards, that one. Come, let's have another round before I get too drunk to read the cards. I'll win this one. The goddess is with me. Feel it.
Right, you round, girl. 2 cards left.
Just the one calling for me. Good cards, read shine.
Back to me. I'm gonna call it back. Now to the floor. 2 o'clock. Jack a dime. Finally. 7.
Let's get the ball rolling here. 5 coins.
I'll call and raise you another 5.
Let's wrap this one up. Call.
Call.
Now for the third card. 3 of diamonds. Now anyone would wait for that one, eh?
Check.
Yeah, check. Go on.
Fine, I'll check it. Now, we're minding under there. 4 of clubs.
Lady Luck loves me. All in.
Too rich for my blood. I fold.
Call. Let's see those cards.
Check these puppies out.
5, 10, 20. You beat me.
Nice hand of cards, that one.
Come, let's have another round before I get too drunk to read the cards.
I'll win this one. The goddess is with me. I can feel it.
Right, you round, girl. 2 cards for everyone.
5 gold.
7's my lucky number, so 7 it is.
And back to me. I'm gonna call it back. Now for the clock. Jack of 8. 8 of hearts. Finally, Ace of bloody spades again.
Fine. I'll open with 5 big ones.
I'll call and raise you another 5.
Come inside. I'm out.
Call.
Now for the third card. Jack of hearts.
Yeah, check. Go on.
Fine, I'll check it. We're minding under there. 6 of hearts.
Lady Luck loves me. All in.
Fold. Trap on a crap.
Come, let's see those cards.
Read them and weep, you amateurs.
Nice hand of cards, that one.
Come, let's have another round before I get too drunk to read the cards.
I'll win this one. The goddess is with me. I can feel it.
If I find your tubber lad that did this, I'm feeding him his own netters.
Wargraf spotted something.
Finally, 7 of
Let's get the
Cheers.
I'm
Though I
drenched.
wish there were other bonds that go up around here.
What a stupid thing. Yeah, but her orders don't stop my fever.
You'll find yourself a sheep.
Go on.
Tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the
Potent
final
heat.
battle. The time is nearly nigh.
I'm drenched.
It's all done. Probably lost something of his own arse.
I haven't got a hole in my pocket, have I? doggish custom to take a dip in the river.
Alone again, Alfie. So
Dodge's
you
probably
daft?
lost the bloody thing or
If
we
you
don't
keep
know.
that
We're through. It'll be the noose for me and the rack for you. Is that what you want?
keep what up exactly? I was only having a bit of fun.
Thought you said it was me who flogged you. I won't stand for it. I won't lose you over a silly job.
Tell me how I can help it. Everywhere you go, this damn bleeding heart of mine follows. Look at every credit out. Your mama won't go
Risk their lives for love,
You must
would
know
they?
how every shred
I'm
of my
not
soul
expected to fight
screams
foolish
in you.
ignorance among
But I've
hardened
learned to keep it
warriors.
quiet, and you've got to do the same.
A little patient. Say something sweet next time.
Besides, a freak.
It's history's so-called freaks who mark it only. If we can survive this, we can survive anything.
And how long do you reckon it'll be, Alfie? How long till we're not just surviving, but living?
I can't say for certain, but darling, I do promise we'll make it out of
Big ugly
here
brute making me do
together.
his dirty work.
If
I
you
bet
say
your
so,
skull would make a lovely goblet for Jahrl's meat.
That's the spirit. Yes,
Bloody
we've got to
king.
keep our hopes high,
Who could
but our
trust a
defences
stupid
even
old
higher.
like you with something like that?
We shouldn't meet like this again for some time. But remember,
I say
above
you're so
all,
stupid.
above anything you might hear,
You're squatting
I
over
love
the
you.
latrine.
and ever will,
Someone's there.
It's against doggish custom to take a dip in the river now. You smell of a wounded hog.
What a deluge.
Quit you sneaking around, you snake. Where'd you say you come from again? And how do we know you ain't a spy? What? That's disgusting. A tiny pink-fleshed human and an orc like myself? Why, I've got eyes for the great Grutilda alone.
Uli, we can't hide forever.
Hide what? You think this stranger knows anything about the two of us, old freak? I tell you now, that twerp don't know a thing.
Enough, Uli. Enough. Surely this stranger has no reason to put us in harm's way. We're all sworn immaculates here, are we not? There are certain secrets that perhaps we, beneath the goddess's eye, may share in good faith.
Well, first thing you have to understand, we orcs aren't made to love it all. Nah, we're born devoted to our queen, and to her we turn all our attentions. To seek fulfillment outside the queen's graces, well, it's a treason committed only once in a red moon among we orcs. And the penalty's a terrible death. When we first took the village, I couldn't tell Orfrig apart from the rest of the pink little ants scurrying about. A human was a human, as far as I was concerned.
As for me, Lorr stood out right away. The curve of his horns, his regal bearing. He was fascinating. I'd never seen an orc as anything but an enemy, but suddenly I couldn't keep my eyes off this great green brute. I suppose my staring was rather conspicuous.
You suppose? Oh, I thought you were aiming to slit my throat the way you were watching me.
I couldn't help myself. It was almost supernatural. But when Lorr marched over to me, club in hand, to address my strange behaviour, something happened.
Love at first sight, if you can believe it. I came over aiming for a fight, but all I found in Ulfric's eyes was, well, whatever it was, it hasn't left me since.
Please, if you've any mind for sparing two fellows a terrible fate, you'll swear to keep our secret to yourself. We committed no sin greater than experiencing a love as sweet and pure as any. But if we were discovered, it would mean certain death for us both.
We swear it indeed. We'll not see anyone harmed for daring to love.
And so let us speak the oath. Your secret is safe with us.
friend. Your words are a great relief to my beloved and I can't explain how or why we found these feelings, but there's one thing I know for certain. We are no traitors, and our service to the cause remains true. Your discretion is worth its weight in gold. Goddess bless you. Wargraf brings broadly on having heard your decision and gives you a thumbs up. Saving love from heartbreak loss, that is like being a hero.
It'll be the noose for me and the rat for you. Is that what you want?
Keep what up exactly, officer.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Let's have another round before we get too drunk to read the cards.
Warm as dragon's breath.
May your sword never sully, and your shield never shatter. The Bloodstones are the reason we came here in the first place. The conduit has need of staff both for Brotherhood and last night, though. Sup the oats, that is why I ask of you to find.
Now there's
Queen of
a ring to it.
Finally,
Back.
7 of clubs.
Fine. I'll open with 5 big ones.
What are you, a beggar? I'll add another 10 to the tally.
Bugger me sideways.
You cannot, you silver reptile.
Now for the
Boy,
turn.
you the one Jahrl sent in to replace the ham-fisted toadskin downstairs? About bloody time. The beast down there goes through prisoners like Gilda Godsword goes through suitors. A son of the mountain am I, and a blood brother of Jahrl besides. Chief placed me in charge of guarding the hatch to the prison cellar. Knows I won't hesitate to split the throat of any man or orc who tried to come or go without Jahrl's say-so. Jahrl gave you the all clear to try your hand, did he? All the better. That big brute downstairs hasn't the faintest idea what he's doing. Clubs witness after witness over the head, smashing him to bits before we can get so much as a word out of him.
I get too drunk to read the cards.
And I do hurt too. I
I'll
wasn't
win
so sure
this
she'd
one.
bite me head
The
off.
goddess is with me, I can feel it.
Really nice.
Even vermin leave behind a worthy scratch or two.
By order of the
Are you gonna get out, are you? You won't look so shiny-eyed when that big mean orc comes for you.
Shut tight. All is right.
This sounds awful.
Are you gonna get out, are you? You won't look so shiny-eyed when that big mean orc comes for you.
You can poke my eyes out with that great gnarled horn of yours.
Shut
I won't
tight.
talk.
All is right.
I'll not tell you.
Oh, I'm dripping.
This is it.
I've got my eye on
Yes, right away, my good man.
a new immaculate face in town. What a pleasure to serve you. I've a deal running now. Double the whiskey for any and all who refrain from beating me from the neck up and the crotch down. Oh, I'm nobody at all. Just the old tavern keeper in this here village. Things have been busy since the orcs came, but I've never been one to complain too much. Well, especially with with my wife and kids gone. I prefer to keep my eye on the prize. Oh, whiskey, of course. No excruciatingly terrible memory a nice glass of the good stuff can't wash away. Oh, swell, guys. Swollen as swell can be. I haven't a complaint in the world. Not in the wide world. Keep me busy, they do. Day and night. Night and day and night again. Oh, you might imagine me a wee bit utterly exhausted, but I wouldn't have it any other way. After all, the soul-crushing night terrors can't find you if you never sleep. That's my motto. Well, the scenery's certainly changed in recent weeks, I'll tell you that much. Used to be a quiet sort of place. Family folks, you know. Never had much trouble, and all the less because our little town played host to a source hunter and a powerful wizard both. Can't say why we were overcome so quickly. Can't say why so many of us were cut down over those shiny stones. An immaculate like you know better than me, I suppose. Yes, I suppose an immaculate just like you might have been the one who held my son's head back while Grutilda sliced his throat open, eh? Oh, but who's got time to think on the past? That way lies danger, I say. I only know that these orcs are a thirsty lot. It's my job to keep my head down and the whiskey flowing. What about it? I can't say I know a thing about the armory, but safe bringing the occasional flagon to the guards there. But I've delivered a drink from barracks to bridge in the course of my work.
What took Gorag's all? Very I know. Why are you so angry? You've been shut in a bloody sword fight again.
And what? You propose I'll escape that fate by revealing some supposed secret to you, stranger? Ha! I haven't survived the slaughter this long by gabbing on like a goose. What can I do you for? Now there's a man apart from the rest, even among their kind. He's a strange sort. Nurses the same flagon of whiskey for an hour and sits in the corner by himself. Oh, but the lack of company don't keep him from making conversation. Always muttering beneath his sour breath he is, but arguing some point of his left hands against the better sense of the right. I tell you, someone like that's twice as terrifying as one of these big ornery brutes. At least you can see their clubs coming down in time to jump out the way. That I am, but I'll tell you, I never served a lot quite like these Goliaths. They drink like elephants and pay like... well, they don't pay at all. Then again, I can't say I mind this little arrangement too terribly. The happier they are, the longer I evade the rack and the screw. Each glass brings us closer to the last of the whiskey, though. My bowels shrink when I think what'll happen when we get to the bottom of the last barrel. We've already exhausted the tavern supply. But I've been pilfering from my old buddy Glenn's stores. I doubt he'll mind, seeing as he was one of the first orcs sunk their claws into. Now that was a man dedicated to fine liquor. Knew all there was to know about distilling whiskey, he did. Oh, what I'd give for a barrel of Glenn's good stuff now. These orcs wouldn't know what hit 'em. Look, stranger. I've been through hell and back 1,000 times in the last week alone. I wouldn't push this particular issue if I were you.
Oh, Eddie frying. Naughty dog. Ought I call you all father now?
Better quit that blasphemy before she hears you.
I think I'll give myself some air.
Walgraf seems to be contemplating the torch by the fireplace. You realise it is a rather weird spot to place one.
Perhaps you haven't heard, whelp. Every time a foot soldier disturbs me, I take his head to compensate for my time. Leader, a word that hardly suffices. I lead them as far as the head leads the body. They serve me and live in service to me. I am their all-mother, the beginning and end of their very lives. I am loved by them. I am craved by them. I choose from among them he who pleases me, and I destroy the rest. The orcs of this tribe are executors of my will, no more. Naturally, there are few finer pleasures than standing before the fruits of one's labor. A stack of gold, and goods to one side, and sopping sinews and bone to the other. Ah, divine. I've developed a particular affinity for tenebrium of late. The sheen of it rather pleases the eye. My boys know not to keep a shard of the stuff from me. Consider this your warning too. Miserable, you say? I quite like it. Save the altogether hideous pink apes infesting the place. But exterminating them was a rather titillating diversion, I must admit. The townsfolk here were no different from those in the north. The larger ones beg me to spare the smaller ones. The smaller ones bleat like lambs for the larger ones. Yet they each squeal just the same when you split their piggy skin from nose to navel. Yes, I dare say the wizard won't be so pleased with himself for evading us when he returns. His servants' entrails will be wreathed among his grapevines, and the rest of the villagers are already hacking away in the tenebrium mines. Undead drones bent in service to the conduit. Our conduit didn't describe every detail of her plan to her mold-eyed pets in the mines. Well, no matter. It hardly concerns you, unless you can break the enchantments protecting his house. But that's a matter of magic, not the erotic virtues of your mother's rot-rancid corpse. I doubt anyone from Silverglen will be of use. So it seems, but even the cleverest magician cannot conceal his tricks forever. The wizard may have fled, but he left a passel of servants behind. Servants I very much doubt will be immune to the charms of my screws and cleavers. But how very obvious! Who better than a cow to bring a frightened calf back into the herd? Surely you and that bootlicker's sensibility of yours ought to have an insight or two into where a servant might seek sanctuary. Our rat catcher, regrettably, seems to be in need of some direction in the matter. The deer has certainly earned his moniker. Norok is my best boy, the pinnacle of orcish devotion. His child's mind and brick-hard arms make him the perfect soldier. Whatever I say, Norok will do, and with a gleeful smile upon his simple face all the while. It would do you well not to cross me, whelp. For if I tire of dealing with you, I'll simply have you sent upstairs to the Spinebreaker. He knows just what to do with the toys Mummy Dearest sends him.
Who do you think it was?
What is it, Monkey Face? The All-Mother won't tolerate your distracting her right hand. She is the sun and the moon, the The mother of all and the sister of none. We live in her shadow and at her feet. We live only to serve her. Make it quick, Mountain Ape. The All-Mother needs my full attention.
Oh, it is bright. Naughty dog. What I call you all father now? Better quit that blasphemy before she hears you. Voodoo vermin!
I've got my eye on you.
Share in the plunder!
Don't talk to the small bones, brother. It only makes eating them all the less pleasant later.
Maybe you.
Key, lockpick, or hammer?
For mistake's notice.
Rest. You've got to the count of one to kneel before me. You're looking rather fleshy, Resk. Have you always been such a gluttonous idler?
Oh, Mother!
You goodness. Is supper already upon us? I'd hope for something with considerably less gristle, but I suppose you'll do. You have it in your very possession, you say. Prove it. I find it rather unlikely that Lieutenant Jahrl could have let it out of his sight. But I'll humor you, for now.
We ought to give her the key. When she sees Jahrl's failure, she'll destroy him and it'll be one less orc to concern us.
Manipulating the orcs into doing our dirty work for us. I believe this is one of our finer moments.
It seems Lieutenant Jahrl has rather a lot to answer for. Pardon me, I must have a word with one of my boys.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Don't talk to the small bones, brother. It only makes eating them all the less pleasant later.
It's heating up.
I get all the peace I need from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
I need to dry off.
Jahrl, I understand there's been something of a mix-up concerning the armory
Warm
key.
as dragon's breath. You see, oh, Mother,
You what, Jahrl? Tell me.
Well, you see, this human here took the thing and I was... What do you mean
The human? These apes are nothing to us. Do you understand?
What's all this about your mad small
terrible
bones?
disappointment.
I'd like to hear more on that subject.
Your
Just
mind as
think.
filthy as your underarms.
My lieutenant dying just before the Great War.
Oh, Mother!
But what had I done wrong? I've got so many tasty humans.
Every which way I look, one of my boys is failing me. A terrible shame.
Ugh, I'm dripping.
Screams to be near you. But I've learned to keep it quiet, and you've got to do the same.
I do know it, Ulfric. I do. But you cannot trust me, I mean, the fool's way
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
besides.
What a deluge.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
Too rich for my blood. I fold.
Look,
I
there.
could do with a cold
Again,
drink.
The lost one struts by.
Nice undercards, that one. Let's have another round before we get too drunk to read the cards.
Then shut your mouth and go get us some wine,
I'm overheating here.
There's something behind
Soaking
here.
all the way to my boot soles.
Try getting ripped to shreds, can he? What's that? Brother, you hear the breaking of the human's little hovel? Can't say I know a thing about it, except that the equal apes lost every last one of their bloodstones. Ah.
Plagues and rubbish. Ain't a bleeding me.
Ain't there something behind here?
You already checked anything wrong? Any sign of them?
You want to hear all about it, would ya? About the funny noises Garrett made when I squeezed the life out of him. About how I threw his body down a hidden hatch guarded by the fiercest orc warriors in the land. Oh, poor Ickle Jahrl and his lost bloodstones. Whatever will the mountain monkeys do? Garrett made some funny noises when I squeezed the life out of him. Ah, well, I threw his body where not you or anyone else will find it. An old grate guarded by plenty of me brothers. Good luck finding a scrap of evidence, small bones.
Oh, I'm dripping.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
What are you doing lingering around here anyway, human?
Grutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle.
Heating up.
Time is nearly nigh.
Place your best.
5 gold.
Back for more, are ya? Can't say I blame ya. None a dare cross a Tenebrian sword without thinking thrice about it.
Finally! Jack them hard.
Let's get the ball rolling here. 5 coins.
I'm going to call that hand.
Look at me sideways. I'm
What
out.
is it that you so enjoy about
Now for the turn.
Potent heat.
Taste of hearts. Welcome he is too. Check.
Check. Let's see that last.
By order of the old mother.
Oh, I'm dripping.
This is taking bloody ages. I need a drink and a breather.
4 o'clock.
That one's worth 10 coins for sure.
I could do with a cold drink.
Trap on a cracker, I'm out.
Come on. Let's see those cards.
Check these rubbies out.
Bah! Devil's sweaty swingers. You beat me.
Nice hand of cards, that one.
Come, let's have another round before we get too drunk to read the cards.
Standing
I'll
guard.
win this one. Goddess.
Are you gonna get out, are you?
What a mess!
You won't look so
Isn't there a
shiny-eyed
tidier
when
way
that
to
big
do
mean
this?
orc
I'll
comes
not
for
tell you
you.
a thing. Do what you will.
This place reeks of blood and worse.
I suppose this is where Grutilda's worst cruelties are carried
Me
out.
talk when Lorr smash.
You can poke my eyes out.
Lorr cannot work in these conditions. Smash is art. Lorr need peace. Lorr a craftsman of blood, breaker of bone. Who you?
Yes, pigskin. Who are you to question we who preside over the tender skin of traitors?
You can poke
Lorr
my
only halfway through creative process. Lorr won't stop now.
Of course, Lorr, of course. Though I do wonder what this pigskin thinks he can do better than you or I.
Human bleed better than us. Human squish flats better than us.
A challenge, you say? Why, Lorr, that could be rather interesting, don't you think? Let this human kneel before the splendor of your expertise.
Lorr make human crumble. Lorr make human beg. Lorr face any challenge with one hand behind his back. Goblin smashing, assistant crushing. Lorr ready to face anything.
Well, Lorr, for the sake of space, perhaps we'll confine this challenge to knowledge. I'll present a test of 4 questions. If our challengers can answer 3 correctly, they'll win the right to interrogate this and all villagers. If you answer 3 correctly, Lorr, you keep your title.
Wait a second. Lorr not sure if he...
And so the test begins. Questions the first. You are asked to ascertain the location of a hidden stash of gold. Your source refuses to talk. What shape ought you carve into the source's belly to get what you desire? A ring of roses or a 4-pointed star?
Kill me now, then. Go on, do it.
A 4-pointed star.
That's right, a 4-pointed star.
I see. And what does Lorr think?
Ha! Lorr knew human was no match for him. Human is incorrect, of course.
Question the second. You've determined that the best way to compel your source to speak is not through manipulating his body, but his mind. You desire to induce nightmares so horrifying, he would do anything to escape their hold upon him. What do you drop upon his tongue to call forth these dream phantoms? Pus of troll's boil or bile of banshee?
What's going on in there?
Pus of troll's boil.
That's right, pus of troll's boil.
Peel the pigskin. Pardon me, habit, you see. Your answer is noted. Lorr, what say you?
Human's brain is smaller than Lorr's berries. I say the other one's correct.
Question the third. A source has been delivered to you, but time is of the essence. Which ought you to slice to make the source speak quickly? The lips or the nose?
The nose.
That's right, the nose.
A bold choice. And you, Sir Orc, what do you think?
Easy as goblin strangling. The human guessed right.
Now for the final test. Question the fourth. Once enraged bull scorpions have been applied to a source's face, how long does one have to extract information before the mouth swells shut? 3 long minutes or 30 short seconds?
What a mess!
30 short seconds.
That's right, 30 short seconds.
I'll not tell you a thing. Do what you will.
What's that? Lorr was imagining turning human into bloodstain. Human answers even simple question wrong, after all.
So you're gonna get out, are you?
In the end.
You won't look so shiny-eyed when that big mean...
Lorr has earned a score of 2, and the pigskin has earned a score of 3. Enjoy applying nail and screw to your fellow monkey faces, human filth. These pigskins are hardly worth our time anyhow.
Wonder if
You can poke my eyes out with that great gnarled horn of yours. I won't talk.
Shut eyes. All is right.
A fresh pair of hands, are you? Please, you must kill me now. I will withstand anything, and would rather die 1,000 deaths than offer a word to the enemy. I'll never say a word. But there's something different about you. You don't look like the savages that ransacked our town. In fact, you're like the wizard, aren't you? A being of great power, and certainly not one of darkness. Yes, you're here to help us, aren't you? Praise be!
You can do what you like with us, you monsters!
Shut your mouth,
Get him to stop shouting or he'll blow our cover. Perhaps once he knows our true identity, he'll be willing to help us.
If he's done making a ruckus, perhaps he'll be willing to help us.
There's a tunnel in this cellar, known to most only through legend. Explore the back wall of the farthest room in this dank place and you'll find it. And if you can help me find freedom through the tunnel, I'd be willing... Well, I'd tell you how to find the wizard's servants. You've proven yourself no friend to the beasts who destroyed our town. Perhaps you can help those in hiding as you've helped me. Speaking of the others, have you spoken to the other prisoners locked in this terrible place? We mustn't leave them here to be discovered by a second wave of brutes. What's that? They're coming. They've heard us. They're coming. This chaos.
Thievered friend, aid me in my hour of need.
This not you lot again. Oath and hissy, was it? Not you lot again. Oath and hissy, was it? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? Not you lot again. Oath and hissy, was it? This savages. Back for more blood. This is not again. Oath and hissy, was it? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This not you lot again. Oath and hissy, was it? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This chaos. This chaos. Oath and hissy, was it? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This chaos.
Shocking touch! I will teach you to fear the air itself!
This not you lot again. Oath and hissy, was it? This savages. Back for more blood, are you?
Sorry, all the way to my boot soles.
I can't feel my legs!
This not you lot again. Oath and hissy, was it? This not you lot again. Oath and hissy, was it?
I'm overheating here.
This not you lot again. Oath and hissy, was it? This chaos. This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This not you lot again. Open hissy, was it?
Oh, I'm dripping.
This chaos. This chaos.
I strike from the soul of air. Try to withstand this wintry blast.
This chaos. This chaos. This chaos. This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This not you lot again. Open hissy, was it?
Eternal silence awaits you.
Hail, my heroes, and good riddance to those hateful savages.
Fortune!
Free! I'm free! Free! I'm free! Hail, my heroes, and good riddance to those hateful savages.
Sweet relief. Sweet relief.
You made short work of those monsters. If not for you, I'd likely have been trampled flat or crushed to pulp. I owe you my very life. If you can prove your goodwill, that is, if you can help me escape this terrible place once and for all, I'd tell you all. Perhaps if you can help me, you'll be able to help them too. The tunnel out is here somewhere, in the farthest room if my sight serves. But until those guards are dealt with, escape is utterly impossible. Hail, my heroes, and good riddance to those hateful savages. Hail, my heroes, and good riddance to those hateful savages.